Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm Jess, and I'm joined by my wonderful husband and
Hi,
game partner.
David.
You're here, it's David, it's going on, and we're live.
We're back.
We're back.
It's been so long.
Oh my gosh, I forgot how to do this. No, I didn't. I'm a professional.
Right. We are pros. We can definitely say we have missed you all. We have missed getting to do this.
Yeah.
We actually haven't talked since the last time.
No, we haven't. We haven't. We've just moved to a new house, and
We literally had to talk like more and more and more than anything we've ever had to do. We did move. We have moved.
Yes.
It was successful. We are incredibly blessed to be in a new house.
Yeah.
And
it's all good.
yeah.
And we have so many friends in the chat. I want to say hi to Board Game Bree. Thank you so much for joining us. We're
Hi,
actually
Bree.
playing a Arcane Wonders game today. We're playing Floresta. Hello to Starbuck. Good luck with Dark Souls. I hope you don't die at least more than 4 times.
That sounds dark. Is death like just happening? It's
Yeah, obviously. Timey's here. Welcome in, Timey. Razor's
What's up?
here. There they are. Da, 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 da. Deadpan and Giggles, obviously.
Hi, Deadpan and Giggles.
All
Oh,
the
man.
friends. They're so many
excited.
friends here.
Friends, it is so good to see you all again. It has been. We have missed this so much. We have longed to do this again. When you are forced into hiatus, you really grow to appreciate how cool this is.
Yeah.
And how much it is awesome to get to hang out with y'all.
Well, see, Starbuck already died like 100 times. So 105. That's your goal. Like, don't die any more than that. That's it. That's
5
all
more.
you get.
That's all you
it.
get.
Yeah, so as you can see, we got board game shelves now. We're like somewhat professional, like every other Twitch stream.
Slightly. Although you don't know, this may change.
No, it is.
We're
going to
getting-
change.
My parents moved at the same time too. We all moved to the central part of Oregon.
Uh-huh.
And we set my parents up with their house in a certain way, and like the next day my mom's like, "Can you come back over? I want to move some stuff around." We're like, "Yeah, of course." Come back over. A couple days later, "Can you come back? You're gonna kill me, but I want to move." I'm like, "Mom, it's part of moving." So
fine.
we are doing the same thing. We have set things up.
Yeah.
But guaranteed they're all gonna change around.
Yeah, and this wouldn't be Community Connection Gaming without my community wall. So the community wall is coming back.
Jess was sad actually that it was like
Plus,
she's like, "Are you sure you want it to be the board games? I want my bits and my community's pictures and
yeah, I wanted all my friends behind me, my community behind me. So,
Yeah. So expect that coming.
yes,
This is You guys don't want to look at this.
yeah, you don't want to see the shelves.
No.
You know, it's like every other Twitch or YouTube stream. You always see people's shelves. But I want to represent y'all because that's the reason we are here.
We do have a new mascot.
Oh, yeah.
He's close by. Do you want to show?
Yes, I would like to introduce everyone. This is Squatchy. He's in the spotlight right now. Squatchy! Yes, he is a Sasquatch. He's a squishable, and the best thing,
Get ready.
he's got cakes, everybody. He's got nice little buns, little
This stream
fuzzy
just
buns.
became PG.
PG.
You can show butts and
Baby got back.
Baby
obviously.
got back for days. That's why Sasquatch has never been seen in public. He's got no pants on.
He has no pants on. Yeah, so he's going to be a part of the streaming community as well. So he's going to be watching right now.
This is one of the wonderful things. So last year in Portland, Jess got to have a job out in the world, interacting with people and selling them games at one of our local game stores. And she did an amazing job, and they loved her there. And this was one of the perks of working there. She got this. You found Sask. I didn't know he was a model. So there were a variety of things, including 40% off board games that became a really risky thing for us to have. But Sasquatch became part of our family too.
Yeah. Yes.
Thanks to Red Castle Games.
Bree said your community is always behind you. See, that's what I love. And so that's what I want to make sure to like represent. So yes, so this is our temporary setup. You will see some upgrades, as you probably have noticed. We are in a lot of brighter space now.
We're dialing it in.
We're dialing it in. We've got like a top-down camera thing that's way better than the one that we were using. Some of the stuff is still the same, but other things are just
Still us.
It's still us. Yeah, we haven't changed. Except we might be a little bit tanner now because we're in the sunny part of Oregon.
Yeah, so y'all may not know this. Like, when people think of Oregon, they often think of, like, the trees and the mountains and Portland and that whole valley where it rains a ton. That's where we lived. Now we are on the eastern side of the Cascade Mountains, and over here it is desert. So this is considered desert. We do have some beautiful pine trees and stuff like that, but it is sunnier, way sunnier.
Yeah.
And Jess is
loving it. And so does our dog. Our dog literally is going to be laying outside suntanning herself every day if we let her.
She used to be white. She's just going to be pink now.
She's just going to be pink. We have a pink dog.
I'm going to be pink as well because Jess may tan. I do not tan.
All right, friends. Before we get started, it wouldn't be as... Whoa. I'm telling you,
it's been a while.
Professional stream over here, everybody.
Gotta knock
stream.
the rust off.
Let us know in the chat how everything's looking, how everything's sounding. If you can give us a stream update, that would be fantastic. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this, and then it got all crazy. So there we go. Pop in those Mogwais, pop in those Gremlins. Mogwais, if everything's sounding good and visually looking okay. Gremlins, if I need to do some updates of some kind. Yeah.
And more butts if you're looking at this board and going, this looks amazing, because it does.
More butts. We're just gonna put butts in the chat.
Today is butts.
Good
no offense, Arcane Wonders and Bree, but apparently butts is the theme of the day.
Butts
but look at this beautiful board.
My gosh, so funny. All right, Giggles and Razor are giving the Mogwais. Love it. Butts are encouraged. I figured you and Robert would probably be fine with it. I'm just saying.
This is not a heart.
This is
a butt.
This is a butt today. Good Lord. All right. So
how many butts can we say or show before this?
I don't know.
Tagged with something else.
I'm also like wondering about our pun counter. We need our friends to bring back the puns.
Yes.
Because obviously right now it's lacking in punness. Yeah.
Panosity.
We need more panosity in here. Yeah. So, friends, this is Floresta. I'm going to, from Arcane Wonders, thank you so much, the Arcane Wonders,
for making great games. We did buy this one, but thank you for making great games.
Yes, and for hanging out with us today in the chat. If we do any rules corrections, I don't know, Bree, how long you're going to hang out. We appreciate you either way. But if we have any rules corrections, we might ask you for this. Ha ha ha. There it is. There it is.
One.
Bree is starting it, everybody. Bree is on short notice. I know. Here we go. The pun counter, 297. I feel like I need to upgrade that number because it feels like 297 pops up every single time. So, yeah.
That's a joke in of itself.
In of itself. Exactly.
So last year we were at PAX U.
Yes.
And so, Bree, this isn't because you're here, but this is the truth. The last 2 years that we've been at PAX U, Arcane Wonders has produced my game of the con.
Yes.
So 2 years ago, it was World Wonders. And holy cow, amazing.
Or was it Furnace?
No, it was World Wonders.
Okay.
It was mine.
Okay.
Amazing game. Then last year, I'm up in first look, and Floresta is there, and obviously you can see the table presence is awesome. It just calls you. It's got these beautiful trees, lovely artwork of all kinds of different areas of what I learned was central Portugal. That's where this game is set. But I got to sit down and play with the gentleman, and this game is awesome. And I immediately texted Jess, because Jess was out like on the floor somewhere, like buying games for us. I'm like, hey, go to Arcane Wonders and get us a copy of this because this is amazing. And I got to teach her, and we are,
Bree said Furnace was longer ago. But Furnace was also another awesome game that we have played on this stream because it's just fantastic.
Furnace is cooled. 298?
No.
It's still hot?
It's still hot.
All right, Furnace is still hot.
Okay, yeah, so Bree's happy. So this has been really exciting. Yeah, because PAX was the PAX that I decided I wasn't going to do any booth work. I was just gonna
She was free.
Be me. I did help out Rose Gauntlet Foundation with their big gay dinner, which shout out to everybody at Rose Gauntlet. I love all of them and the community work that we're doing. The foundation is going to be doing some more wonderful things in the years to come. So I'm super excited to be a part of them. So we are hosting a big gay dinner, and so that was the one event that I was like, this is the only thing I'm helping out with. We're gonna do this. And then I got to go shopping, so David would send me the list and I would go shopping and come back with just tons and tons of games. And of course we did the double suitcase action, so we had tons and tons of space to bring home stuff. So yeah.
So we were walking the floor and I was like, okay, let's go walk the expo hall and we'll get. And she knows everybody. So at every booth, it's like, hi, blah, blah. And she's just chatting. I'm like, okay, I want to go play games. Yeah. I'm like, love, can I go play games and you go shopping?
Yeah.
And yes, she was gone, just chatting away and having the blast. And
networking. It's called networking.
I was up in the first locale having a blast.
Yeah.
Panda!
Wait, Panda's gotta, hold on. Panda is here. Da-da-da-da.
Panda! How's it going, Panda?
Yeah! Yes. You all can hear the sound effects. I can't, but I'm just agape for dramatic effect.
What's Panda sound effect again? You gotta remind me.
It's Kess going, Panda! How's it going, Panda? Yeah. So, shout out to Kestrel. I love you, Kestrel.
I also want to do that exact same thing every time Panda walks into the room where I'm at.
Yeah, you should do it. Next time you see her, that's what's going to happen. It's recorded now. It's on the internet. You can't take it back.
Yeah, Panda, you should come visit.
Yeah.
Or we should come to LA. One or the other.
All the things. Okay, so we actually are going to play a game today.
Are you sure?
I don't know, because I'm just so excited. I just love everybody here. I'm just... I don't know.
We're going to play. We're playing Floresta because this game is awesome.
Okay.
The people need to know.
The people need to know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
And in this game, look at this segue, we are battling as firefighters.
Fire!
We're battling fire, but also we are trying to be the best firefighters for Portugal. We're trying to take care of the forests there. Often you hear of firefighting games as being cooperative.
Yes.
But this one, there's an element of semi-co-opness to it because the same fire may be affecting everybody. So it's like, we're all trying to keep the fire under control.
Yes.
But we're trying to show ourselves as the best crew out there fighting the fire. This board is a modular board. You always create a 3x3 grid of the various places within the Portugal forest. The four corners are going to start as watchtower areas. So this is where we can build our individual watchtowers. Each player can only claim one of those. And you can't go where somebody else has already started. Each one has ways of scoring points as well as a little bit of an ability. The higher the points, usually a weaker ability. The lower the points, maybe a little bit of a stronger ability. So there's one up here where you can get the most points, and there is no ability at all. That one's all about get me the most points. So we'll talk about what those various abilities are. These are all double-sided as well, so the game has a ton of replayability. Oh, we got a James now. James Brazil. Let's get this podcast? No, we're not a podcast.
Let's get this stream started.
Can they see us?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The stream.
Let's see. Gotta fix your hair.
Yes.
That's fine. Hi, Dreams. Yes, the stream can officially start. You are never late, friend. You are always at the time you need to be here.
So all of these tiles are double-sided, so all the watchtowers you can flip over. We are playing with the star sides up, which is what they recommend for your first game, or if anybody in the game is a first-time player. The middle 5, making the crosses, are all of the forest locations where we are going to be each trying to compete for points. And what's cool is each of these has a little bit of a different way of playing to get the points. You may want to be connecting all of your, where's the one with the connections? Right here. You want to have as many in a row of your tree to score higher points. 2 connected gets you 8, but if you can get up to 4 connected, you get 22. Down here at Estrella, you want to have, there's 4 rows, and you want to try to have a tree in each row. 2 trees in the same row doesn't score you any more points. It could block the other player, which could work out, but you want to be in each row. Over here in the Lynx Forest, there are lynxes that we are going to be rescuing throughout the game, and this is where we rehome them.
Look at this adorable lynxy.
So each of those locations,
It's so cute. It's
they're
so
great.
Cute.
Each of those locations requires 1 or 2 lynxes in your possession when you go over there to turn them in and rehome them. This one's an area majority, so whoever has the most trees up here is going to get 12 points. So each one has a little bit of a different way that you score points. This one's kind of a cool, different one. This one's the nursery. When you are here, if you have a tree that you've already planted on a previous turn, when you plant another one, you can move it to one of the other locations. The nursery is growing up the trees and then going to rehome them into the other forests. So this is a way where you could kind of plan to get a tree into a spot that maybe you didn't have the right kind of card for. You can put it here and then later on move it over into that location. So all of these are open. They have various ways in which you can start playing into them. A couple of them have white arrows, these large white arrows that indicate you have to come in through that path. And then you can start building from any tree that's connected along the path. Other ones, you can go anywhere into them.
And I will mention there are trees already on the board because it's a 2-player game, so some of the spots are locked. And when you do play, the trees are very well,
Yeah, these are legit.
So very well shaped. I don't know.
Chunky wood, and they're very distinct, right? So
yeah. So you can tell whose player color, not only is it different colors, but it's also different shapes.
Yeah.
When you play the game, you will have it upright, but for the sake of the top-down cam, we will be playing them face down this way so you can see who is occupying what space. And we'll also make sure too, because I know some of the numbers for points and whatnot are a little bit hard to see just because it's a fairly wide board. We will mention what the points are and things too. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So how the game's going to be played is each player is going to have a turn to turn in one of their, I don't know if these cards have a special name, but they're basically like your action cards. You can see 3 of them are laid out here because these are the ones that we're going to be drawing from to draw back up. There are a couple different aspects to each of these cards that's important. In the top left-hand corners, you'll see that there is a number inside a tree color, either this light kind of tan color or this darker,
like a reddish brown
wood.
Yeah,
kind of like a light wood, softwood, hardwood kind of thing.
Yes, James, there are quality components, and yes, we have played this once before.
Yes, this is my 3rd game because I played one time at PAX without Jess, and this is Jess's 2nd game. Each of the locations has those same color of woods as well as numbers. In order to go into them, you have to have a card with that correct number and the correct color. There's a couple of them that have both colors. The spot is split and it shows both the tan and the brown. That means any color card can get you in there, but you have to have the right number. There are ways to modify your number when you play that card. We each start with an axe. Axes allow you to modify the number on the cards you play up or down 1, and you can use more than one of them on a turn. So if you wanted to modify a 4 to a 2 and you had 2 axes, you could turn them both in.
Question, can you modify a 1 to a 6?
Yes, they do wrap.
There you go.
Yep. So if you wanted to go from 6 to 2, you could turn in 2 axes and do that. So that's how you can modify the number. So you're going to play the card. That's one of the main pieces of the card. There's another piece down here. There's a little special power. And so each one is going to have something that it's going to do. Some of them are location specific. So if you play a tree into that particular forest location, you get the thing like this. If you play this card and you put a tree into Sabugal, which is the nursery, you get to put a... Oh, nope, sorry, wrong. That is this road up here. This is a river. This is the path. If you play it up here in Margaraka, you get to put a doubler underneath your tree. And that's important because this is the area majority one. So it doubles points because you get certain points for going to each spot there. But it also doubles that tree, counting it as 2 instead of 1 for purposes of area majority. This one allows you to fight fire because fire is going to be a piece of this. We haven't talked about how fire comes out yet, but if you go into a location and you can remove up to 3 fire, they have to be connected together. They don't have to be connected to where your tree was placed. So if I put my tree here, I can fight fire that's over here. But they have to be on connected paths. I can't take one from here and one from here and one, my crew is in one location. So we're going to play our card. This is one way we can play it. We can play it to match this color and number into one of the 5 forest locations. And if we have an ability down here that we meet the criteria of, we get to take that ability.
Question. James is asking, from what I have seen, it looks like it builds on previous plays. Not a bad thing for gamers.
Do you mean in the sense of like understanding what locations might be better or stronger than other ones, or that there are changes that happen?
Because this is not a legacy game,
Right.
so it will be fully reset every time you play. The board will be randomized, so understanding how these things play.
Legends is here too.
Hi, Legends. Welcome in.
Awesome crew tonight.
The board will be randomized every time you play because they're each individual tiles.
And they're double-sided. Yeah. So these 5 will be placed in whatever order they come out in and whatever side that you play. So every board that you play is always going to be different, which is really cool. The only thing that you have to do is you have to put the watchtower locations in the corners.
Yes.
And you have to put the forest locations into the middle X.
Yes.
T.
T part. Go Team Jess. I like this.
What?
I like it.
Dang, Legends, come on, buddy. Okay. So that's one thing you can do with your card. Another thing you could do with a card, you can't do it with this one per se, but you can do it with this one, the dark wood. You can start building a watchtower. The watchtowers also have numbers 1, 2, 3, and 5 are the ones we have out right now, but they're all the dark wood color. And so I could, if I wanted to start a watchtower up here, I could play this dark hardwood 5, and I could start my watchtower. Now, why a watchtower is important, because the only way that you are going to be able to fight fire is if you've got a watchtower out so that you can start to see where the fire is at. When you play your first piece of your watchtower out, you get to also put your fire truck in play. And you have a range of fighting fire of the 2 orthogonal tiles to your watchtower tile. So if I was there with 1 level of watchtower, I would be able to fight fire in this tile or this tile. If on a later turn I had another dark brown 5, I could add the second layer of my watchtower. That now allows me to fight fire in the 3 immediately next to my tile. So the 2 orthogonals and the middle one. And then last, we have one last piece. We can get our watchtower built all the way up. Now I can fight fire in any of the 5 forest locations. So that's a big piece of this, is making sure that you can get access to the places where you want to fight fire. Why is fire bad? It burns down trees. It burns up land. and it could cost you points.
Yeah.
There is a way to lose points in this game if the fire is all over your trees.
We have a first-time chatter here, David.
What's up, Meeker?
Forest fire management sim. It looks cool. Yes, exactly.
Speaking of more things that Red Castle brought into our lives, awesome things, we got to meet a lot of good friends, too.
Yeah. So this is one of my Red Castle friends, best friends, and he's the one that I blame for teaching me how to play Magic the Gathering.
I blame him as well. Yes. That hobby has started to grow.
It's exploding now in our house.
Although it made it very easy to know what to get you for your birthdays.
Yes, I have a wicked sweet backpack now.
We will hook up the magic here. All right, so that's the second thing you could play with your card. You could either put it into a forest location and put one of your trees in play, or you could put it as a watchtower to start building up your watchtower and have the ability to fight fire. There's one last thing you could do is you can just discard the card.
Why would you want to do that?
When you do that, you also discard one of your trees and score a point. Now, why that may be important is because the game will end when one of the players gets all of their trees onto the board. In a 2-player game, each of us has 18 trees. If you're playing more than 2 players, then everybody would have 12 trees. So when one of us gets our 18th tree either onto the board or a combination of onto the board and out of the game because we discarded them, then the game will end at the end of that round. Okay, so we're each going to get to play, and then we're going to have the fire phase.
Fire!
So, the fire phase...
Oh my gosh, I'm going to say fire so many times in this game. So many times.
So, the first thing that we're going to do, let's say this is not the first round. We've already got some fire.
There's another team, Jess. I love it. Oh my gosh.
What is happening?
Fire!
Okay.
Fire phase.
So,
I may or may not have been wearing a red shirt purposely for this game. Just saying.
Channeling the fire.
Channeling the fire.
We were playing with a friend, and he got the power of being able to put out extra fire.
Right.
So he was like, I want fire! Bring the fire!
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not what firefighters say.
That's not what firefighters... Yeah. Firefighters don't automatically go, yes!
All right. Board Game Breed is Team Fire. There we go.
There you go, Team Fire. Wait, I mean Team Jess. Also Team SB. Oh, S. Yeah, she is around. You will be able to see her. Hopefully when we get our setup differently, we'll have a third... We'll bring back the puppy cam.
Pup Cam. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We'll bring back Pup Cam.
Puppy cam will be back.
Okay, so if we go into the fire phase, let's say this is not the first fire phase, and there is already some fire from a previous round, and I've got my watchtower built, the very first thing that I can do is I can move into, and we do this in player order, so if I'm first player in the round, I can move my fire truck into one of the spaces that I can access for a 1 level. Remember, that's orthogonally adjacent. And I can put out 1 or 2 fires that are connected by paths. So these 2 right here, I could take out both of them because they are connected by paths adjacent to each other. So that would be 2 points as well. So not only do I get rid of fire, I score points for doing so. It's a good thing to put out fire. I could not take out this one and this one over here
because they're not
adjacent to each other. So even though they're on the tile where my fire truck is, I couldn't do that. But I could take out those 2, or I could take out just 1. I don't know why I would want to because I score points for putting fire up. But you know, there might be a reason. Maybe like Justice Trees being on fire.
What?
Team Fire.
Okay, side note, I just pet our dog and her whole head is wet.
How?
I have no idea. I'm just saying.
Is it raining?
I don't know.
There were clouds outside.
Puppy,
maybe it's
is it raining outside? I have no idea what's happening.
She's wet all over, right? I think it might have rained a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, it's like we're back in the valley.
Good grief. I'm putting good grief in the chat just for my dog.
All right, so that's the first part of the fire phase. We each get to do that. Take out whatever fires we can access. Score points.
I know. Cats I could see, because cats get into some shenanigans.
Yeah, and it's usually like after you pet, you're like, oh, why are you wet?
Yeah, she's preparing for fire. That maybe. Okay, we are going to get through this. We're not. You
guys are just going to see 2 rounds. That's all we got in us. Okay.
Oh, I want to play this game.
So,
Okay.
first part, you move to a tile that's within reach of your watchtower. You put out fire, you score points. Second part is losing points, fire penalties. So, if I had a couple trees out here, any tree that's connected to a path that has fire immediately next to it loses points for me. Now, if you have more than one fire connected to a tree, that's still only just -1 point.
Okay.
So even though there's two paths that are on fire, my one tree only loses me 1 point.
Does it remove both fire, or does the fire stay?
Fire stays until the fire
Ooh.
truck goes and puts it out, or there's some characters, some player cards that would allow you to put fire out. The fire stays there.
Okay.
So we lose points for any trees that we have that are connected to paths that have fire.
Okay.
And then we spread fire. Why am I putting my examples away?
Fire!
So if we had fire like this, I would lose 2 points because I have 2 trees that are next to fire. Then we would add fire to every path that's connected to fire paths that currently don't have fire. So that's the fire spread. Oh, this one is connected to both that path and this path. So you can see how certain paths may be more dangerous than other paths. That might be a reason why you might
This
put
is
something
kind of
out.
similar if anyone has ever played Pandemic, and if there's like an epidemic and you don't have it cured
Yeah,
yet, it
can get a little out of
a
control.
little out of control.
So you got to stay on top of fire. It's a good thing to have a watchtower so that your
Yes.
fire truck's in play.
Yes.
After the fire spread, one thing that is important. Fire only spreads in locations that do not have a fire truck. So if I was parked
Strategy.
here, we would not do the fire spread. So we would not do all of that.
Yeah.
But if I was over here,
Then
all the fire
would
in that
spread.
one would spread.
Got it.
If Jess has got her fire truck out, then we would avoid fire spreading in that particular one.
Yeah.
The last thing that happens is we will check this row of cards right here that are left over because there will be one left over at the end of every round. These are how we refill our hands. So when you play a card, you will draw a card, and Jess will draw a card, and then there'll be one left over. If that one has a symbol, let's see how far we gotta go. Kind of like this in the corner.
That shows fire spreading.
That shows fire spreading to particular locations. You will roll the fire die.
Fire die.
And then you will go to each of, so let's say it was the top location and the right location. We would look for the ones in those locations, and we would add fire to any paths connected to a 1 that didn't already have fire. This is regardless of whether there's a fire truck there or not. So spread doesn't happen if there's a fire truck there, but new fire igniting does. Think of basically like, a thunderstorm or something coming over and the lightning is striking, or, somebody was out and their campfire got out of control. All those little things that cause fires. I just learned here that you can't use chainsaws out in the forest between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Dang it.
because of,
Gotta put
potential
away my
fire.
chainsaws.
yes.
I will also, 2 things. James says he's got a little bit of lag. Let us know, friends, if you're experiencing any lag in the chat, if it's the stream or anything like that. I see on my streaming it looks okay on our end, but just let us know. I will also mention Squatchy is currently a keeper of the cards. You can see his little tootsies right there. So if all of you remember Gamer Kitty Soma, when she would put her paws on the table, he is channeling her in spirit.
Okay, so last part of the fire phase, we roll the die. There is some rules that we'll go through as we get to them, where if all of the ones are covered and that location does not have any fire, we will actually go through numbers increasing until we can place fire. Unless every single spot on a location is completely filled, we will put fire into that spot if there isn't some already. And then we'll go into the next round. We'll refill the cards. First player will pass. We'll see that everybody still has trees left over. If anybody has completely gotten all their trees out, then we will go through the end game.
Okay.
One last thing to talk about is normally you're only going to put one tree out per turn, but there are ways to do bonus trees. There are 3 different ways to do a bonus tree. The first time you get to 20 victory points. So if you score points throughout the game, there's ways to score points in the game as well as end game points. When you hit 20, you get to immediately put a bonus tree out, or at the end of that turn. If you play cards that have 1 through 6, so as you're playing all your turns, when you finally get 1 through 6 out, you get to do a bonus tree at the end of that turn. And then the third way is once you've played a tree in all 5 of the locations, you get to put a bonus tree.
Got it.
That might be on the same turn. You might get to do 1 or 2 or even 3 of those if it hit right. Usually it's 1, but you may get to put 2 or 3 out. So that's the other way you get to put trees out. So through your cards, through your bonus trees, and I think that's it.
Cool.
All right, let's get started.
Hold on.
Oh, you want to do? Okay. There is a rule. It says whoever last recycled is the first player.
That was me. I did a lot of recycling. But we will do it right or left?
Left.
My left?
Yes.
Ah!
No, the internet's left. See his fate. I'm first player.
Fine.
All right.
I just look at my cards.
So, okay. I'm going to show my cards real fast.
This is
Don't look, Jess. I said I'm going to show my cards real fast.
when you have them on the screen.
I shouldn't have to say, don't look.
Oh, good lord.
Cheater. Okay.
I'm going to show everybody my cards real fast. Don't look.
All right. I'm playing. Huh?
This is going to be great. This is going to be great.
I'm putting a 5 hardwood out, and I want to play it, if I can, in this location because I get a bonus links. I do not have to play in this location, but if I do, I get this bonus. So.
Yes, Bree, we did talk about the bonus trees. Yes.
Oh, yeah, we just did at the very end, but we will definitely refer to that again throughout the game. That's the only way to... That's the other way to get some trees.
Chaos is the only way I live, Meeker, honestly.
So this location up here is where I'm playing, and this is one of the ones that has the 4 entrances. I can't start over here in the middle, even though that's the juicier points. I do have to start at one of the entrances or at the tree next to one of those. So I played a 5. I could play a 6 because I do have an axe to be able to raise this up to a 6, but I think the 5 is fine. So I'm going to go here, and that scores me 1 point for that space, and I got a tree on the board, and then I redraw. I'm gonna draw this one. Okay.
Alrighty.
And I will say, as we go into the fire phase, it's important the order of these cards. They're gonna slide up towards the deck, because when we go out to put more fire, we're gonna start from the piece that's closest to the deck. It talks about left to right in the rules. For our purposes, top to bottom fit better. So we're going from top to bottom as we do the fire. All right, where are you going?
I'm thinking...
Team Portugal.
I'm thinking... Oh, okay.
Stating obvious facts is my greatest skill.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I won't do that part. I'm going to try a different strategy than last time. I don't know if this is good or not.
Okay, do it.
Okay, I'm going to play a 4 of the hardwoods.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to actually start building my watchtower. So, putting my watchtower here, I'm turning in my axe to make it a 3.
Okay.
Because it's a 3 over there. And now I currently am sitting on 7 points.
As well as you have this power.
Right.
And that power is whenever Jess achieves one of the 3 possible bonus trees, she can store it here instead of having to place it immediately. Because what I didn't say about those bonus trees is that they can go anywhere on any board. There's no restriction around number or color of wood or anything like that. Well, Jess can also place it here, and then at any point on another turn, she can move them to the board of her choice. So she can wait till like a really opportune moment to be like, I'm going to string all of them together. And,
right.
So.
All
right. Oh, and your fire truck. We need your fire truck in play.
Fire! Oh, my fire truck obviously needs a driver. So I'm putting the kitty as my driver, which is not. I'm just temporarily doing it for show and tell. For show and tell. See? Show and tell.
That is a.
But that's not
amazingly trained
gameplay.
cat.
That's not gameplay. So I'm not going to do it for real because Bree's watching.
But if Bree wasn't watching,
But Bree wasn't watching.
Driving
That cat would be driving. All right.
All right.
Chose
Here,
my
we'll
thing.
do this one top down too.
Okay.
Cool. And this is one of the second highest scoring points. So this is the highest. It has no power. This is the second highest, and it has that cool power of flexibility.
And I drew another card.
Okay, so we will slide this up, and we will go into the fire phase.
Fire!
So, starting... Oh, we didn't say this, but one of the rules around fire trucks is if there is a location that has fire that you can access, you have to access it. You're not allowed to be like, I'm just going to let the fire burn. That's not very firefighter-y of you. So, if you can, you must.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it.
So the first part of the fire phase is the fire truck action. So this is where, starting with the first player, I do not have my fire truck in play. Going to the next player, Jess' fire truck is in play, but there is no fire to go to, so you can still stay put. Second part is fire penalty. Again, there's no fire out there, so nobody's losing any points. I'm currently the only one with a tree out right now, but there's no fire near me, so all good. Fire spreads. That doesn't happen. But now we're going to light some stuff on fire.
Lighting stuff on fire.
We refill the row, and there are any fire markers. There are not.
So we're safe?
We're safe. Yep.
Okay.
So the way this deck works is I think there's like 48 cards that have no fire symbols on them and like 12 cards that do. In a 2-player game, you remove 4 of the fire cards and 13 of the non-fire cards. You deal out to each player from the non-fire cards and the initial 3 that are here from the non-fire cards, and then everything else gets shuffled together. So we could have a ton come out all at once, or
ton.
they could be spread pretty evenly throughout.
We were missing the butts. I had to bring it back. Okay, your turn.
How much is a butt ton? Kind of like a crap load.
Okay, that's a pun. Let's see.
Butt puns.
Let's see. Does my pun counter increase now? Or is it still going to stay 297? Oh, it's at 298.
298.
Okay.
We're marching.
Oh, and first player moves
To Jess.
from work. Sorry.
That's a deeper cut. Anybody watch the IT Crowd?
Oh my gosh, I love that show. How did you find the rule book? What do you mean, Bree? It was in the box.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Bree, set her up for that one.
Yay. Okay. Oh gosh, it's so...
The rulebook was great. The only piece that took me a little bit to kind of get through, like reading a couple times, was the fire phase. Understanding exactly, and it's, the rules around how like the number increments and when to do that or when not to and everything. Other than that, very solid. And even that, we got it. It was just one that we had to kind of like read through a couple of times to really grok.
Yeah.
So overall, it's a good job.
Yeah. Have a good work, James.
I don't know if they're...
Getting behind... Are we getting behind buns or are we getting behind puns, Meeker?
Buns.
Buns. Bum, bum, bum,
there was one
bum,
thing
bum,
I noticed, and it's probably not anything that you can change. The place where it talks about links being minus points, is referenced early on when the lynxes are talked about, but it's not at the end of the game place. I didn't see it in here as one of the bullets of like, you know, hey, you get points for your axes, minus points for any lynxes. So I would have probably wanted that there as well, just to remind me as we go through all the bullets at the end that we lose points for these. But that's a small thing. It is in the rule book, so we are able to reference it. But yeah, no, I thought that the rule book overall was very good. And you did the editing. That's cool. Trying to make it make sense to me.
Yeah.
So how does that work? I'm really curious if it's... Oh, that's right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. So each of the locations, when you're talking about how to score them, the Lynx location does have that reminder in the... Yes, you were right. Thank you.
Okay.
So that is an excellent location where you can see to remember to do it. Perfect.
Okay. I'm trying to think of where I want to play. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Choose wisely.
I know. Okay, I get, where is that one? Okay, so I'm going to play...
So Bree, when you're doing the editing, and did somebody translate it from whatever its original
language
what? Like, was this game coming over from Europe? It's set in Portugal. These designer names are not standard American or English names, so I'm going to assume they're European.
Meebo, the publishing company, is in Portugal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So was it originally in Okay.
Yeah, originally Portuguese.
It's Google Translate or DeepL. DeepL.
Deeple.
Deeple?
No, I don't know. Okay, so I played...
I love it. Okay.
I played on the 3 here. Played my 3.
Okay.
And I could do a fire break.
Yes. So Jess's card has the ability to place a fire break. We haven't talked about that yet. We're waiting for one of these cards to come out. Also, you get 2 points. A fire break prevents fire from landing on a particular path. That path can't have fire appear on it later, as well as if fire was going to spread, it wouldn't spread towards or through that fire break.
Do I have to play it on a spot where our tree is?
You have to play it on the location where you played your tree. You don't have to place it right next to your tree.
Okay.
So that wouldn't be a good place to place.
No.
Because
I want to play it here.
So you could play it there. You could play it here, and that would always prevent fire from going that way. But yeah, you could play it right there.
Yeah. And so I don't know if there's a right or wrong way to place this, Brie. I've always placed it this way to be like, don't go this way. Because this way, to me, feels like it's like trying to connect the 2 spots. But I don't know. I will default. We had some heated discussion about the placement.
Heated about the fire game. This is the way that I place them.
Oh, see, Bree likes the way I do it too. Okay, so it's overruled.
Did you place it this way, or was it our other friend that placed it that way?
Our other friend did. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm team.
Isn't there an example in the rule book? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Bree, in the rule book.
She's like, I edited it.
I worked really hard on that, David.
Fire break. Dun 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 dun. Fire break.
Special action.
Fire break.
I don't know that arrow really shows. Maybe in the fire spreads section.
Bree's like, my name is in the rule book, so I better get some credit for this.
Well, okay.
All right. Anyway,
Bree, the arrow that I see in there doesn't really seem to show which way it should go, but
I'm gonna take
maybe
this
there's
one.
another area.
Okay.
All right.
I got my 2 points, and I did a fire break, and I think that's it. Okay.
I am going to play.
Rule book. No.
I'm gonna play this 3 of Lightwood into the mountains region, which is down here, Estrella. And I have to play it off of one of the paths. There's 2 to start on. I could play it here on the 4. And no, I can't play it on 4. The path is up here on the 5. That would be cheating. So I'll play it here on this 3, and that gets me not that piece, one of my trees. That gets me a lynx. So some of the spots give you lynxes. So that was one of them. So now I have 2. So it'd be nice to go over to Makata and be able to drop some lynxes off. So
Lynxi?
Lynx, take this
Lynx,
one.
Lynxies? Lynxies.
Do I want this one? Yeah, I'll do that one. Okay, so we go into fire phase.
Fire trucks.
Fire trucks. We still have no fire, so basically we can skip the first 3 parts. Fire spreads. We need to get... Oh, here it's going. Oh, all right.
All right, so we're going to start with the top one.
So we did play this wrong.
Okay.
With our friend. You just roll the die once.
Okay.
And then all of the spaces that are shown, but starting up here, get that number.
Understood.
Yeah.
Lynxin.
Lynxin? Lynxos?
Lynxus.
Leaks?
Leaks. Okay, 3.
All right, so we're going to do all the 3s, and we're starting up here with this card. Okay, so 3, we have one there. So all of the paths connected to the 3. This is going to be bad, because I got to get my watchtower out.
Fire, 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 fire,
That is the only 3. There could be more than one 3, and you add it to all of them if there is.
Fire, fire, fire.
Oh, no!
Fire,
But
fire,
we're
fire.
already through the penalty phase, so that's fine. Okay, and then we're going to go from top down through the middle.
Fire.
Oh my
Fire,
gosh.
fire.
How did this land right next to all of my trees?
Mm-hmm.
I sense a conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
3s.
Fire, fire, fire.
And any more 3s on there? No. And then we already
I did
did the
that
3s here. So here, the 3 is already done, but there's fire on this card, so we don't need to do any kind of upping the number. We will get to a spot probably where we're going to need to up the number. But if there's already fire on the tile, don't worry about it.
Now my fire.
How you doing?
Firefighter has some work to do.
Okay. Pass the...
I just kept saying fire. Fire, 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 fire,
All right.
fire, 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 fire.
I am first.
Fire. Okay.
So now here's where we may be incentivized a little bit to take these cards down here, because if they stay in this row, then
it repeats.
we're going to keep doing those.
Oh, got
One of them
it.
may slide
Okay.
up.
Okay.
So there are 2. If one of us decides I'm taking this one, not
Okay.
either of those, we're definitely going to have some fire problems. So this is a tough choice. We've got
Toasty.
fire on the board. I want to get my fire truck in play.
But you got to play a firefighter.
But
if
I
you
also
have
want
it.
to put my tree out.
Play a firefighter if you have it.
This is a great game in the choices that you have to make.
That's right. This sounds like a real problem for the guy with that fire truck.
Touche.
Oh,
All right.
I miss this so much.
Okay, I'm going to play another 3, but I'm going to play it to start my watchtower, and I'm going to turn in my axe to make it a 2.
Play the 2.
And my fire truck's in play.
Good.
And one of the things that's great about being down here is now
We
Jess
can
and I are
cover
in
the
opposite
board.
corners, so we got a little bit more coverage.
Or not.
So my power is now I get to ignore the color requirements. I can use I just have to pay attention to numbers.
Okay.
Okay, and then I will draw.
You're going to take the fire guy. You're just going to hose us.
No way.
Semi-co-op.
All right, I'm gonna draw one. Look at me drawing one. I took care of some fire. Are you going to take care of some fire?
Are you... Where are... Okay, so I have a tree here. So... This one for movement... What was this one that we can relocate?
Yeah, so if you put another tree on this tile, you can move a tree that you've previously placed, but you move it to...
The location that it's on.
Yes.
Okay.
So each column references one of the other tiles. So this tree would go down here.
Got it. Okay. That was poorly planned on my part then, because I don't want it down there. I don't want it down there.
Why? There's this lovely spot right here that's very on fire.
Well, that's your problem. Well, there's fire right here.
It currently is my problem.
Okay.
So
I'm
currently,
gonna play...
this is where I'm going.
Ooh.
Guys, this game is very good. I will say, so I've played it 3 times. The first time it was my first game, so we played with the first time setup. The second time, it was Jess and our friends' first time, so we played it with the first time setup. Now we're playing it to show y'all, so we're playing it with the first time setup. I am very anxious to continue playing this and seeing these tiles start to flip over. So I love the fact that this game is one of those where it's just, this board is going to be different all the time. So you can't be like, I'm always going to play down in this corner, because that corner is not going to be the same.
Every time. Well, okay. So I am going to play... I'm going to play my light colored 6, but I'm not going to do the bottom powers. I feel like I'm wasting it. But I'm going to do this here. And then I'm going to move. I'm going to move here.
Okay.
So I can get an
So
X.
Jess still does have to follow the rules of placement. She can place it on any number or color, but because this is one of those tiles that has the arrows of entrance, her only 2 choices were to put it here on that 5, or put it down here on this 3.
Which I didn't want to do.
Or I guess you could have put on this 4, because this is connected by a path.
Yeah.
But there are still those restrictions. You can put it on any spot. You just have to follow the restrictions of how to place in that.
Actually, I want a fire guy.
You...
The twist.
Traitor! I didn't know there was a traitor mechanic.
Okay, fire trucks.
So I'm first player. I can only access these 2 tiles, the ones that are immediately orthogonally adjacent. This one has no fire. So I'm coming here. It's my only option. I am going to take out both of these. That saves my tree, and it scores me 2 points.
Good job.
Which I'm going to need, because I'm going to have to probably pay for some fire up there. Unless Jess wants to be super nice.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, now you move. So you can move to this one where neither of us have any trees.
I'll be nice.
Yeah! Semi-co-op! Okay, get your 2 points.
I will be nice.
When we played this with our other friend, I was like, hey, if you go put that fire out that's by me on another turn,
I could do the same
I'll
for
put
you,
a fire
bro.
out for you. Like,
Bruh.
well,
And
let's scratch each other's backs here. He's like, heck no. Like,
He was like, no. And
he's like, that is
David
not how. I was
David
like,
was not happy about that.
okay.
All right, so
That's
now
how we're going to play?
fire penalties.
So Jess was very nice. She did not have to put out those fires. She could have come here and
didn't.
put out these fires and let me lose points.
I didn't.
But she was very nice, and now I owe her.
Yep.
Forever in your debt.
I know, I did forget. Terrible things. Okay,
So that was the first part. We did the put out fire. Now we do fire penalties.
no one has
and
penalties.
Nobody has penalties. Excellent. Now we do fire spread. Now remember, fire does not spread where there are fire trucks, but we managed to put out all of the fire where there are fire trucks. So these 2 tiles we will see spread to all the adjacent paths.
Okay,
so this one's going to get here and here.
And then it's just here.
This one will get here. Oh, right. So this
Fire
one's going to
break.
go here, but then Jess had this fire break here, so that's protecting this path. So that's
Yeah.
as far as that goes.
Yeah.
And these trees that are here taking up the spots in a 2 or a 3 player game, they do not lose any point. Obviously, there's nobody to lose points. So fire being next to them doesn't really affect that at all.
Mm-hmm.
And also in end game scoring, they do not count as part of majorities. So they can't beat you for a majority.
Okay.
They're just there to tighten up the board when you
Okay.
have lesser player count.
Now we got to refill.
So now we got to refill, and then we're going to light some more fires. Okay, so we just have the top one.
All right, here we go.
Fire die says 4, and we're
4.
going straight down the middle.
Fire die says 4. All right.
So we have a 4 here that has no fire next to it. So those will light up. We have a 4 here. There's a fire break there, so 1 will go there. There's a 4 there, so those 2 will also go.
Oof. Oof.
And then down here, we have a 4. We have 2 4s, so it's
This,
that,
and
that,
this.
and that.
You.
And even though my fire truck is here, remember that only affects fire spreading. The actual lighting on fire can still happen, even though my fire truck is there.
Not great.
Pass in the first player.
Pass.
Pass.
I chose pass.
All right, what are we doing?
All right, so I don't like all these fires on here doing fire things.
Do you have fire next to you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is close, but you're currently not on fire. Jess is not on fire. She is on fire, but she's not on fire.
Rude. Oh, yeah, fire die goes away. Ba 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 da da dum ba da 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 dum dum dum. Trying to do fire things with the fire and the things.
So, friendos, who's played something fun? We have not talked to y'all in several months.
I know. Chat, share with us current games you've been playing, whether in person, online, if you got a Kickstarter that you're just dying to play.
What should we be checking out?
Yeah. The Gen Con pre-release list has already been on BGG, and David has already been flagging a bunch of games.
Yep.
So there's
Yeah, Bree, is
that.
Arcane Wonders putting anything special out for Deep Regrets? I saw that title. Okay. I'll have to check that out.
I trust Bree's recommendations. She's pretty good at those, so.
And it's not just a regular recommendation.
It's a Bree
It's
recommendation.
a super recommendation.
Yes. Freaking A. Don't know what I'm playing right now.
3 new releases at Gen Con that'll be demoing in Origins. Origins is coming up soon, right?
Yep. Yep.
Is Origins in June?
Yep.
So that's like any moment?
Yep.
Next week. All right. If y'all happen to be in Ohio or want to go to Ohio,
for Origins.
go to Origins.
And go see Bree. Because she's fantastic.
Or if you want to go to Indianapolis.
Cat and the Tower, Number Chain, and If Then.
Ooh, I love the sound of If Then. I was reading that description.
Okay.
It has that like logic. So I do
We like the logic puzzles.
I do a lot of work in Excel. I do a lot of data analysis. I write a lot of if-then statements. So I was like, ooh, that's really that just started to scratch that.
Okay, so I'm playing the Dark 5, and I'm gonna do.
Are
this
you doing
one.
it up there?
Yes.
Okay.
So
you
but I'm playing it. I'm playing it on the 6. Turning in my axe.
Okay. And you get to
And
put
then
a
I get to put a
doubler.
doubler on there.
So now Jess had
On here?
Yeah, you can just put it on top. I think that'll be fine. Normally you just set it underneath it when we're standing these up.
Okay.
But it'll be more obvious to see. Okay.
If Then designed by Scott Brady. Oh, boop. Scott's amazing.
Yeah, Boop was Hughes and Q's his. I mean,
Caution Signs with him and Daniel Reynolds.
oh, that one sounded so fun when she was describing that.
Yep.
And Number Chain, I think, also was catching my eye when I was
And I
reading
get
the preview.
And I get a point.
I don't remember Cat in the Tower. I'll have to go reread that one. But If Then and Number Chain, I remember were things that... All right, and do you redraw?
I got my points. I'm getting my points first.
Oh, okay.
And
yes, you
then-
doubled your points. So you got 2.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, so the doubler not only counts as 2 trees for purposes of majorities, but it also doubles the points of the spot where you put them.
All right, I'll do this. Fine.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to play...
Yeah, anyone play anything
A
recently that's of note? There's been quite a few games coming on BGA that's been really cool.
I'm going to go...
I like the sound of that. Dave's not really into dexterity games. I like them a lot. Cat in the Tower, localization from Japan.
That's probably why I don't
dexterity.
remember it. If it says like dexterity in the description, I'm like, pass.
Building a tower, moving cat meeples up to the top. Yeah, he's
No
not a
offense.
dexterity guy.
Just not my jam. Okay, so I'm playing a 1 here in Mondego, and I get to get rid of up to 3 fires if they are connected.
Okay.
So I'm going to go boom, boom, and I'll just get rid of that one. And that gets me 3 points for putting out fires.
Nice.
Okay. And I have currently a 1, 3, and a 5 in play. What do you have?
4, 3, 5, 6.
Okay, so you're 2/3 of the way there. I'm halfway there to getting one of our first bonus trees.
Halfway there.
And then I'm on 3 of the 5 tiles. So I just need those 2 to get a bonus tree.
I am on 3 of the tiles as well.
3 of the 5. Okay. And then points-wise, we're both at 6. So we got a little ways to go to get up to 20. But
Bum,
and
bum,
I got to draw.
Bum, 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 bum.
Let's take this.
Okay.
Fire actions, fire trucks. You are first player, so you get to... So you can stay there and fight fire, or you can come over here and fight fire. Because those are the only 2 you can currently access.
Well, they're not reaching you.
We got to build this watchtower, because this center is...
On fire.
It is in trouble.
Okay. I'm just gonna take these 2.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to lose a point if you don't, so...
Fire, fire, fire.
Alright, so you get 2 points for knocking those out.
Fire, fire, fire.
And I am...
Down there.
There's no fire. So the only 2 I can access are this one and this one. I am going to... Excuse me. I will do these 2. No, I'm going to do these 2.
Okay.
So that one's close to you, so I'm doing you a little bit of a solid. It's not there yet, but it would be. And this one's
Favor
coming
has been
towards me.
returned. Fine.
So I'm knocking out 2.
Okay. Then fire penalties. There are no fires near us.
We are all clear. Okay. No points lost.
Fire spreads.
Ooh, okay. So this is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. All that work I just did. And those 2. Okay, here, my fire truck is here, so nothing happens. All the fire's out there. So here, we got 1, and then 1.
Oh no!
And this doesn't go anywhere because of that fire break.
Yeah. Oh no!
Okay, so no points lost yet. You still have a chance to do something. That is fire spreads. Now we will replenish our row and see if we need to start any fires. We do not. We get a reprieve. The skies are clear.
All right.
Wind is down.
First player.
Okay. Do I want to do...
So yeah, friends, we have our shelves now we actually increase the number of shelves because this is a designated room in our house now for gaming because we have learned
All right, I'm going to play a 2.
in our time that we needed a designated game room.
And I'm putting my 2 there. I get 2 points. And I get to put a fire break.
So we can see better what our shelf of opportunity is. We actually mix them in so they feel like they belong.
I wish I could. I can't put my fire break here because there is currently fire there. But I can.
Save one of your trees.
I'm gonna put it over here.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna put it here because I don't. Well, there's no fire there, so you might come here, but will you put out the fires that are gonna affect me? I don't. Oh, this is tough because if I put it here, it stops the spread this way. But there will never be a fire that's placed there. Spread can happen, but so I'm gonna put it over here. We'll just try to protect that direction.
Okay. Grab a card.
And grab a card. We got a lot of firefighters out there. I have 1, 2, 3. I'll take the one. Okay.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
I want to play this one, so that means I have to play on a 1 and then I can do this?
No, so what this means, and so to show, this means you can play it as a dark 1, or if you use it as a watchtower action, you can have it be any number you want it to be.
Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to do.
So Jess's number is 3 specifically, but if she wants to play it over here as a watchtower, then she gets a wild. So now Jess can access any of these 3.
Okay, you're welcome.
I'm pretty sure I know where you're going, and it's not to the tile with all of my trees. Okay, which would you like?
I'll take the 2.
You? Okay. All right. I'm in trouble.
Bree, you have to read and go through a lot of games, so...
Yeah, I only had to study 1.
Yeah.
All right, so now we do fire phase.
Fire trucks.
So fire trucks.
You go first.
I can only go here or here. This is the only one that I can get to fire on, so I'm going to get rid of these 2.
Co-op is a trap. This is a semi-co-op, though, Meeker, so it can be trappy.
I'm going to do 3 back to get...
Trappy?
Trappist?
Trapezoid?
Trappist is a beer.
Trappist.
Okay, that's me. Where are you going?
I'm going down here.
Yeah.
Gonna save these 2.
I sense losing points in my future.
There we go.
And
Trampus.
the future
Merry
is
Trampus, everyone.
now.
Just kidding.
Who's a Trampist?
No.
Okay.
Bree, I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. Okay.
So now we do points losing, and I'm gonna lose 1 point because I've got a tree here next to fire. So dang it. And then Jess has none next to fire, so no points lost.
None, yeah.
Now fire spread. No fire will spread here because Jess is there. And fire will spread here. So now I'm in a little peck of trouble. So we got a path here that's gonna get fire.
Bree's getting a little snarky here, babe.
It's a strategy. I'm not gonna say a good or a bad one, but you know, losing points is a strategy. What sucks is I put all my trees over here where I can't get to. Jess can, but she's not gonna help me. She's gonna help herself.
I'm trying.
So
my fire truck is driven by a lynx. Okay.
all right, were you first last
They
time?
can only.
Or me?
No, you were.
Okay.
So now it's me.
Okay.
Now we gotta
Driven by the
rebuild.
links.
They can only drive in one direction.
Oh, we gotta see if we start new fires. We do not. Okay.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, so it's not. I mean, the other ones that around here are not bad. This one where nobody is like totally fire free.
Prime.
The lynxes are all like, it's great.
Lynxi. Lynxus. Lynxosity. It's a lynxus.
That's what I drive.
Okay, I am gonna play my two fire guy.
Oh,
It's gonna go
that gets you a
here. Oh shoot! Oh
bonus.
shoot! Don't look at my cards. Don't look at my cards.
Puppy, don't eat it.
Don't look at my puppy. Doesn't eat cards. She's not a child. Okay. Go here. I put a Linksys here.
Driving your Linksys.
Driving my Linksys, and I get 3 points. So I'm gonna turn this in and get a fiver. And then I get to put out 3 fires.
Did you turn 1 in and get 5?
2.
Oh.
Puppy is child. Sure. Okay, so I get to remove 3 fires.
Okay. Oh, that has to be from the tile location that you played.
Oh.
So, do you want to do that, or do you
No,
want to put?
no, I do want to do it because now I have 1 through 6.
But I mean, you could play it over here and get rid of.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, so I'll do this.
Okay, so give back your points.
Fine.
No. Cheater.
Okay, so I'll do these 2. Because it was 3, but it has to be adjacent, right? Okay. But I get a
Well,
point.
it could be adjacent anywhere on the tile, but those 2 are.
But I get a point.
You get 2 points because you put out 2 fires, right?
Okay. And then I get to move this tree. I get 2 more points.
Nice.
So I'm going to turn in my 3 and get a fiver. I'm doing this correctly. That's math. And because I got this, I get to put a bonus tree.
I thought that was your bonus.
No, I moved it from here.
And this bonus tree can go anywhere. Oh, yes, and you can save it. That's your power. Nice.
I'm not cheating. I swear.
She just makes it sound like she's cheating.
Then I'm going to go over here. Don't look. This is not the card you're looking for. Ba, 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 ba.
You guys can't see it, but we have the cutest puppy in the world.
Cutest puppy in the
The
world
cutest
who
puppy in
doesn't
the
eat
world.
cards. Okay.
She's a card eater. Well, I'm gonna do this and bump up my watchtower.
All right, Bree, before you leave, tell us what's for dinner. Let us know. Because that'll get me hungry for dinner.
Yes, we need dinner too. And then
Thai leftovers. Always
Oh.
good.
that sounds amazing.
Ooh, Thai sounds good.
Okay, we haven't found our local Thai here yet.
We haven't.
We just moved to a new city, so we have to try all the new
All the
places,
things.
and we don't have Thai yet. There are Thai restaurants. We haven't tried them yet.
Correct.
Well,
Correct.
thanks for coming in, Bree. We really appreciate you.
See you later. Okay. So you played?
I did. I increased my watchtower size.
Okay.
Because there's no fire on either of these, so
Fire!
I'm going
Fire
here.
twux.
I'm going here, so if you wouldn't.
Okay. Okay.
Be awesome.
I'm gonna go over here.
And put out fire up here.
I think I'm gonna take out these 2. No,
you might as
I'll
well,
take out...
sweetheart.
Why?
You might as well.
Why? I'm
I
helping
mean,
you.
if you want to be nice, that's great.
I'm helping you.
You're super nice.
I'm helping you. You just gotta do it back to me.
Yes, I am indebted.
Okay.
Okay, get your points. 2 points.
I'm gonna turn in these 2. Just kidding. Turn in my 1 for a 5.
Okay, so for my fire check, I'm going to move up here. And this tree is basically protected. So I'll take out the 2 closest to it, but
That wasn't really helping me, was
it
it?
doesn't. But I will still help you at some point. I still owe you.
Fire penalty.
Okay, you cleared me, so thank you very much. I owe you.
Okay.
Neither of us is penalized.
Okay.
All right.
Spready fires.
Spread. Okay.
This does not spread. And
Oh,
this
yeah.
does not spread.
Awesome, and there's no other fire. Oh, finally. Oh, thank God.
We did it.
We're
we win? Did we
we're
win?
getting on top of it.
Oh, we don't win yet. Okay.
We're getting on top of it.
Okay.
Okay, so now we see if any new fires come. No. Ooh, that's a cool looking card though. Yes. All right, fire
Let me see
die.
that card. Ooh, it's a
Lynx at night.
Lynx in the night. The
Lynx
Lynx
Noir.
Lynx Noir. Oh, gotta do those. All right, what's the fire die say? 4.
So that's in these two. Okay, so there are no visible 4s, and there is no fire on this tile. So we have to move up to the next number because there has to be fire.
Okay.
So we're going to go up to 5. So that means all 3 of those paths are going to get fire. So that's how the increasing number on the die works. It only happens if we need to put some fire where there isn't fire. So then also
4.
This one, are there any 4s? There is a 4.
But it has
It's already
fire.
covered, and there is fire on the tile, so we don't do anything.
Okay. So the switches.
Okay. Where are all the 6s?
I have one.
1, 2, 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 13 points. You're at
14.
Okay. It's close.
I will turn this one in.
Now I have 17. So I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play this 5 over here and turn in my 2 lynxes for 6 points.
Aww.
So you can only go play on this tile if you have the number
of
and the
lynxes.
right number of lynxes.
Lynxes.
So that takes me to 19. Oh, so close. And I get an X.
So I think lynx, in all seriousness, I think lynx, when you make it plural, I think it's the same as octopus. So it
So
doesn't.
the plural of lynx is octopus?
No, the plural of lynx is lynx, and I think the plural of octopus is octopus. I think.
I believe you.
I'm not a linguist, but that's what I think.
All right. I'm taking
Can
the
someone
5.
Google that? Can someone Google that and let me know if I'm
plural of
completely
lynx.
out of my mind?
You're crazy.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Okay, so I'm condensing my cards because I already did the 1 through 6, and I
right.
can't score that again.
So at that point,
So
and that's a good reminder that you've already done
it's
that
a
one.
moot point right now.
Oh, am I in? Nope, I'm not here yet. Okay. Are you on all?
No.
No.
Lynxes?
Lynxes is a word? Nice.
Lynxes.
Not lynxi?
Lynxes.
I think it's
Dang.
Linux.
Isn't that an operating system?
Linux.
See, but I don't want to go over there because there's all this fire.
Go over here.
Well, there's some right here. Dang.
Do you have a card that lets you take fire away?
I do, but I don't want to play it right now.
I like fire.
Okay, so I am going to play my Darkwood, but since I want to play it over here, which means I can put it on any number I want.
Oh, yeah.
So I am going to...
You have how many links?
1. I have one lynx eye. So I'm going to play him over
Yeah,
here
those 2 are...
because it's going to give me more points. So I get 4 points, but I'm going to turn in my 1 and get a 5, which
That's
is
math.
legit math. Brought to you by Merriam-Webster. Thank you, Meeker. And then I'm going to grab a card. Gosh.
I took care of the fire, so...
Give me the 4.
4. Okay.
Okay.
That slides up. And fire phase. So I'm at 2, so I can go to any of these. The only one that has fire is where I'm at, so I can stand put and taking out these 2. for 2 points. So I'll turn in these 3 for a 5. Which gets me to 20.
Oh, I only have 18. Dang it. Dang it.
So that's that. I'm going to turn in all of this for 2 10s. Math.
Wait, you're at 21 or 20?
I'm at 21.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I get to place this. And
Place it there.
I will place...
Or to place it here, so you can get the 5.
Oh, if I place here, then I can get another bonus.
Semi-co-op. You're welcome.
So I'm going to place here because currently fire can't go anywhere there. So that gets me trees on all 5. So I get to place another bonus, which I will place over here and take that spot behind. So now I have 3 connected. Over here, there are the connections. You can have multiple connections. So right now I have 14 points for these 3. If I had 2 more in another place, I would get 8. But I'm going to try to get a 4th one connected onto those.
Okay, so
I'm done.
Here.
And I've done 2 of my bonuses, the 20-pointer and the all 5
I think I'm going
tiles.
to take out... I think I'm going to take out these 2. For fire trucks.
Okay, so get your 2 points.
I'm going to turn in these 3. Get a 5er. And oh, look, I'm at
You
20
have 20,
now.
so you get a bonus. Do you want to place any of your bonuses? Or are you going to just save them up there for now?
Can I place both of them now? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to.
Then I'm going to place one here. And that gets me another bonus. And then my second placement.
Oh, yeah.
Second placement, I will place here. So I get a Lynxie.
Okay. Oh, but this one, you're already on that row. So you don't score any points.
No, I just get a Lynxie.
But that's... Okay.
And then... because I did all 5...
And this spot is available if you wanted an axe and a point instead of a lynx.
I did all 5.
Okay.
So now I'm going to place this one here.
Nice.
Axe and a point.
Axe and a point. Sweet.
There we go. Okay, so fire penalties.
I think everybody's clear. Yep.
Okay.
And spread. So this has fire, but has a fire truck, so no spread. But we have fire up here and no fire truck. So we have a spread and a spread here. And then a spread up there. Yep. And the rest are clear. Okay.
Refill.
Refill. Do we add more fire? Not this turn.
Not today. Take
Okay.
that, tiny toilet.
And still got quite a few trees.
I had a plan. What was my plan? Oh, that was my plan. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna play my 4 firefighter guy.
Okay. Where are you going?
Fire guy.
Light 4.
Gonna go here. And then I'm gonna take out these 3. Boom, boom, boom.
Nice. 3 points.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say wayo.
Yeah, we're not gonna sing that song.
Fine. Okay.
Well, I guess the next line's about butts.
I like this person. Did another one. Okay. Done.
Okay.
Done, done, done.
I have an axe.
If anyone has ever need recommendations for ginger beer, I recommend Reed's ginger beer. They're pretty tasty. Oh, I keep looking at your cards.
You shouldn't.
It's semi-co-op. It's fine. It's fine. I did see
All right. So I'm gonna play 5.
what was the puppy that was in here?
She's under the table.
Oh,
An
okay.
axe to make it a 6. And put my tree here. for 3 points. Oh, and I get to put out 3 fires. 1,
See, make your note.
2. Oh, wait.
It's a co-op until I win.
1, 2.
Thank you. You saved our trees.
And 5 points.
Did you get 1 through 5? You did.
It's 1 through 6. I don't have a 6 yet. But guess what?
Okay.
I now have a 6.
All right. So fire trucks.
Fire
Me.
trucks, you were first. So you
Me.
have 2 levels built. So any of these 3.
I know. This one doesn't. It's not close right now. So, I mean, I can go up here if you want to go there.
So technically the closest, I can't get to this one.
Oh, can you get here?
No.
Oh. But that would spread for you.
So your closest danger is here.
Right.
It's not super close. You're right. It is closest to me. But also you may want to keep this in check because if you're going to go this way, you may not want a bunch of fire there. So
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah,
Whoa. Fine. It's fine.
things are falling.
Because it's on fire. No, I'm kidding. All right, so I'm going to take these 2.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
2 points.
Oh, yeah. Turning these 3. I'm doing math. Okay, wait. And then I got to turn in, I'm going to turn in all 4 of my 5s to get 2 10s.
Okay. That is also math.
And then I'm going to do my 2 10s. I'm just kidding. Is there 20s in here? No, there's not.
So there is no fire in any of the places that I can get to. So just stay put. And then fire penalties. No penalties.
Nope.
And then spread. So the only place that's going to spread is here. So spread next to me.
There and there. And then there.
Here.
That's
I
it?
think that's it. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then we will refill.
Oh,
we'll have
no.
some fire this time. Roll up the die.
Okay. Fire die says 6.
In these 2.
Okay.
So
Shoot.
there and there.
And there. That's 3
Oh,
branches.
yeah, all 3 of those. Oh, and down here because it's oh my gosh, this whole thing just lit up.
Heck.
6 was the worst number for this
Who
tile.
lit a cigarette at the zoo? That's what's happening right now.
And then
Over
this
here
tile
has
for
6.
6s. Do we have a 6?
No 6. So we're gonna
Okay.
do 5.
So we will go up to 1.
Oh, up to 1.
Right.
So we'll go 1s here.
Yep.
Oh no.
All right, we are both in trouble. I can come do some work here
Okay.
because I can reach that one.
Okay. So fire. We replenish. First player passes.
Okay.
So we keep going until one of us runs out?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll play my 6. And I will play it here. Oh. Guess that's
You should
not
play it there.
super powerful. Play it up here.
That's blocking me. It's rude.
It's not blocking you. You come right there. You blocked me out of this entire row. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay, so that gets me 2 points. Makers, come pick us up some.
Yeah. Come bring
Oh.
it to us. Drive 3 hours with the Thai food.
And I
Come
get
bring
to
it.
do my bonus tree because that's all 6 numbers.
Yeah, go eat.
Where shall I?
Place your bonus tree.
Yeah, I might actually place it here because I want to get this spot
Okay.
and making sure that I can get in here. Oh, I've got a tree there.
We have a microwave. It's fine.
So I'm going to place here, and then I'm
Okay.
going to move this tree over here.
Okay.
will draw the fire. Oh, I would like a lynx, but I'm not going to play here. Okay, draw fire. I want a lynx.
All right.
There haven't been a whole lot of lynx cards.
Like this one?
Oh, guess who's got one?
I'm going to play the light 4. So I'm going to go here. And that gets me a lynxies. And then I'm going to move this one to over here. And I'm going to move it here.
Nice.
There we go. And then I am...
You need to figure out how to put this fire out because it's costing me 2 points.
Oh, the 2, please.
2? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fire trucks.
Fire truck starts with you, love.
So I can do these 3. So I have to come over here. And I owe you 1, so I will take out these 2. They will spread right back, but at least for now.
Safe for now. Okay, and then since I'm here, I'm going to do these 2.
Turn this in and grab a 10.
And I get 2 points for that. Okay.
Okay. And penalties. So here's where I start losing points. So I've got a penalty here for -1 and a penalty here for -2 because this fire is touching both those. So I'm at -3. I got a penalty there.
4.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Can I retcon that a little bit? It doesn't affect.
That's fine.
So I would have taken this one and not that one. So I'm -3. So I'll take 7 out of 10. Darn it. Okay, do you have any penalties? That's not a penalty for you.
Nope.
You're clear. Okay. Good deal.
Fire spreads.
Okay,
This is
not
going to
here.
spread.
Oh, yeah. That's going
gonna
out of
spread
control.
up there. That's going to go here.
Yep.
That's going to go
And then-
here.
Yeah, between us and that one.
And then that's it.
And then this doesn't spread because my fire truck's there.
Right.
Okay, that's it.
Replenish.
And do we spread more fire? We do.
Oh, no.
Roll it up.
All right.
So we're going in these 2.
Fire die says 1.
So there is ones. They are all covered in fire, so nothing happens there. Here we have a 1, so oh man,
The ones that you just took out.
the ones I just took out, all that work. That one's already on fire.
Oh.
Double fire.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
That's it.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. Okay, everybody.
So I've got 3, 6, 8 trees left.
I have 2, 4, 6. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8 as well.
Okay.
I want to build my thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I need to build.
I can't build my watchtower. Stinks. Stinks.
All the love in the chat.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, so I am going to play my firefighter, Darkwood, but I'm going to turn in this axe to get as at a 1. So I'm going to play here. And I'm going to do a solid, lovely. I'm going to take out these 3 here around you.
That's very nice.
But I get a point.
Is that just 1 point? 2 points.
Oh, 2.
Oh, and 3 points for taking out the fire.
2.
Panda, I saw you in a game night video. I needed to learn Tower Up. I think is the name of it.
3.
Playing on BGA. So I was looking for Tower Up videos, and I saw you playing with Aaron and Lincoln and Nikki. It was a good video.
And the 2 5s will make a 10.
Hey, Wim.
Wim! Hello! Oh my gosh, Wim, what time is it for you? Okay, let me do my maths. Maths. It's like 4 in the morning. Right? It's like 4 in the morning. Oh, I didn't take a card. Sorry, hun.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna build my last watchtower. So I built my last watchtower piece, which means I can send my fire truck to any space.
Okay.
And then I don't want to go there. Guess I'll take this. No, but I need a lynx in order.
The middle of the night. Oh my gosh. Are you crafting right now, Wim? Almost 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Fire trucks. Almost 5.
Dang.
That's the middle of the night?
Wim's
When you get up at noon.
right. Oh, fire trucks.
Fire trucks, where are you going?
All right. So
Where are you in trouble? You're in trouble there.
I know. So I'm thinking probably go back there because this is, I mean,
It's affecting me, not you. So yeah, it makes
right.
sense.
So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna take out these 2 next to me.
Very good. 2 points.
And 2 points. I turn in my 3 and get a 5er.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I can go to any spot. So this one's affecting me. This one is affecting me 2 points. I feel like this is where I want to go because this is going to spread even more. So,
Currently not sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
so I'm going to take out just one because I can't take out that one that's not connected. But that saves me
Does that mean you get more craft time?
multiple points.
Are you gonna do more crafts?
That's a good thing to do when you
Can't sleep.
can't
But Wim's an awesome crafter, so leather works and the like.
Okay. Penalties.
Okay.
So I have 1, 2, 2.
2. Good night, James. Sleep well, my friend.
Good
Thanks
night,
for hanging
James. It was good to see you again, friend. We will be back. So
from outer space.
we will see you more often.
1. Just 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4. Okay.
And then fire spreads. So not here and not there. So
it's
it
gonna
just spreads
spread here.
So there and there. And this one goes to that
Here.
one and this one down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the lynxes. The lynxes.
My trees are on fire.
Okay.
All right. And then we see if we get more.
Oh, unfinished projects. I hate that when you're just like,
No
man,
fires lighting. I'll
so
take-
much stuff I have to do, but I want to do this other thing. I get it.
Okay.
No fire spreads. Good. Okay. Richter.
Where can I go? I have no axes.
Where can I go now? Well, it's good to see you anyway, Wim. Are you doing any conventions this year? Going back to Essen? You gonna make your way over to Gen Con? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Need to finish one for August. All others are just for fun. Oh, okay. I mean, you got time. That's like 2 months.
All right. I'm going to play a 2. Gives me an axe. And put a tree here. No. I put it there for 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
Be next to fire.
But my truck's there. Maybe douchespiel. Okay.
4 points.
We're planning bucket list, hopefully, reality is Spiel 2026.
Hope.
That's
See
the hope.
if things can come together.
If things can come together, that's the hope at least.
All right, let's get some fire. All right.
Okay, I'm going to play this one, but I'm going to play it for my final Watchtower spot.
Okay. You got it?
Okay. And then I don't get any points. I just get a card. One, please. Thank you.
All right.
Fireplucks. This is a problem. This is a problem.
So I can't.
You can get there.
I can get there. I can't stop losing points here. And I can't make you stop losing points either.
So
I can prevent some point loss, at least a little bit,
okay.
up here. So I think
That's fair. No, I was wishful thinking. I totally
come up with
understand. I know, I wish all of my friends from Europe were able to come and visit the States, but I totally understand.
I'm going to take out these two. That'll prevent a bunch of fire spreading around up there. All right, 2 points. Then I'm probably going to lose in just a second.
Okay, so I'm gonna come down where you are then. Here. But I have to save myself. Sorry, lovely.
Yeah. No, totally makes
I
sense.
have to save myself.
Okay, and get 2 points for that.
Turn in my 3. Get a 5-er.
All
Okay.
right. Now fire spreads here
And that's
to those two. Oh, to 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, it's here.
It's on that one. Where was this? Is there? Yeah.
Correct. So it's
So
gonna go there,
those
there,
two
and those two.
Yeah, that's a bad spot to get a fire.
Okay.
And then
No fire spread, no fire spread.
no fire. Okay, cool.
Okay. Replenish.
Did we do penalties?
No, we
No,
did not.
didn't. So this didn't spread to you, so you didn't get a penalty there.
Uh-huh.
I got 1 there and 1 there.
Yeah.
And I think you're clear, right?
This game is called Floresta. It's from Arcane Wonders. It's about fighting forest fires in Portugal.
Okay, so we did have one come out. So
No!
I'm gonna roll it up for these two.
Fire dice. 1.
So that's already set on fire. We don't add any more. There is no fire here, so
Those 2.
those two and these two over here.
Okay.
So it's firefighting, but it's not cooperative. There's a little element of semi-co-op nature to it, but was I first player?
Yes.
It is not a cooperative game. We are trying to be the best fire crew. It's really cool. So it's a modular board. These 9 tiles make up the board, and they're double-sided. So every game will be a little bit different, and each tile has kind of like a... Well, the 4 corners are your watchtowers, so those will always be just for determining where you can go fight fire. But the middle 5 are double-sided, and each one has a little bit of a different game to it in how you score points. So this one, you want your trees connected as much as you can in groups. This one's an area majority. This one's all about getting rows and columns. You score points for each row that you're in and each column you're in. This one is all about putting links in that you rescue throughout the game and getting them homed, because if you have any left over at the end of the game, they are minus points. And then down here, there's 4 rows. So you're kind of climbing the mountain, and you want to be on each row. You score points for how many rows you're on.
Okay, so I placed here with my 2 links, and I got a 5.
Nice. Lynxes go home. I don't have any lynxes. Okay. Oh, I can fight some fire.
Fight the fires.
Where would that be good? Oh, I could.
Wim, have you played any good games on BGA lately? Currently, I'm in a game of Skull King in Alpha, which is a
one.
trick-taking game. That's a lot of fun.
Get 4 points. Plus, I get to fight up to 3 fires. I'm going to take these 2 out.
Nice.
Get 2 for taking those 2. Okay, and then I will take. I don't want a 3, but I don't want fire. Because this fire is heading towards me.
Fine.
Okay.
All right. No, fire trucks. So
Where are you at?
I'm here.
You are losing 2 points currently.
I know.
If you could take care of that. Over here, you're losing 1.
Yeah, I feel like I just gotta take this out.
Yep. That's a 4-point play. So you go from -2 to +2 for putting those 2 out.
Right.
Okay, so you are here. I'm on fire.
Flip
over there.
7. Flip 7 is awesome.
I love Flip 7.
We're currently playing a game on BGA, or I'm currently playing a game of BGA of Flip 7 as well.
That has been such a hit with everybody we play it with.
Yeah, in person has been a lot of fun. All right, are you thinking over here?
So I'm losing point here, and I've got encroaching fire.
So stop
here.
losing points here then.
But then we're both on the same tile.
That's okay. We can move anywhere now.
I feel like I still owe you. I'm gonna come over here. I'll get my 2 points. I will prevent you from losing 1.
Ooh, Rolling Heights, Loot, Carnegie, and Tokyo Highway. Nice. That's a lot of different types of games. Got like dexterity in there. Got some dice rolling.
Okay.
All right, so we did fire trucks, fire penalties. You're getting 2.
So that's just -1. So even though there's 2 fires, it's all about how many trees.
Okay.
So I have -1 for that. And that's it.
And I don't have any.
You have none.
Fire
Okay.
spreads.
So it doesn't spread here. It will spread here.
So that's going to go here. And this is going to go
There and there.
there, and there.
I'm going to need to do something about that next time.
And here.
Okay.
And then replenish the board.
All right. We getting any new
Meeple
fires?
rolling, yeah.
No new fires.
Well, meeples are the dice, essentially.
First player. All right. 6 trees left. I can get I can put out some fire.
Okay.
That's probably a good thing. So I'm gonna play a 2. It's a dark 2, but I guess for me, my powers, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna play it in here because I can get rid of 3 fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go here because that puts me on a different row and column. So that's maximum points, and I'm gonna get rid of these 3 fires for 3. And then, do I want to move that one down here?
Nice. That's pretty cool. It's always good when you get some new stuff. Whim. That's awesome.
I will. I'm going to move this down and grab the last row I can get on. And that gets me 1 more.
More coming. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh, drop.
Dino Corgi.
What's
Hi,
up,
hi,
Dino
hi, 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 hi. Oh, I miss
Hello.
you. I miss everybody. Miss all my friends.
I'm going to take this one.
All my friends.
Okay.
How's it going, Dino Corgi? How are you tonight? Tonight. Dino Corgi's here tonight. Foundations of Rome and Evenfall. Nice. It's going. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes you just get those days where it just goes. I totally get it.
As long as it's not stopping, then...
That's true.
Or maybe it should be stopping. If it's bad, I hope it stops. But if it's okay, keep on going.
Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on rolling all through the night. Ah, I was like, oh, I could play there. It's a different color. Oh, I could play there. Different color. Oh, I can play there.
That's not a problem for me.
Rub it in, why don't ya? Rub it in, why don't ya? Gonna play things over here. Dooba 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 doo boo. Alright. So, I am gonna play my 4.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play it over here. That's a point. And then I'm gonna move this one over.
Why is it a point?
Because I placed it.
No, you don't get points for placing.
No way. And then I'm gonna take the 5. No, the 2.
Okay.
Good to see the stream. I know. We moved. We're at a new house. You see a new background. This is temporary background. I mean, it is real. It's not. It's not temporary. I'm gonna put my community wall back up. So I'm gonna have everybody's artwork up here, all the plushies, all the stuff.
I'm gonna keep my truck here.
Temporary for right now. But yes, we are getting settled into our new house. We have a designated game room now. Everything is coming up Millhouse. All right.
Yeah, we're adjusting to life in the desert. We were living in the very lush valley of
Rainy.
the Portland area. Rainy.
Cold, full of allergies.
Yes. Everything had something growing on it.
Yes.
It was allergy rich.
Yeah.
And out here in the desert, Jess has done like a million times better on allergies, feeling so much better. I've got hit a little bit, so there's something out here that gets me, but nowhere near to what Jess was experiencing in the valley. So that has been a huge positive.
Yeah. Okay, you took your turn?
I did.
You gotta draw. You draw.
I moved the truck and I took out fires. We're in the fire phase. So you
Oh,
gotta move your truck.
okay.
Well, you don't have to. You can take out.
Well, I do have to move my truck.
That's my truck. This is your truck. That's your truck. I am having a really hard time understanding that I'm green.
Because it's not yellow. But you haven't moved it this whole time. That's funny.
A couple of times I had to really think about it.
Okay.
I mean, thankfully the trees are in a cup over here, so I can only grab these. But the fire trucks, I've had to okay, I'm the green fire truck.
I know there's no yellow in here. I'm sorry, love.
Yeah. Brown's a little closer. Like, if I don't play yellow, I'll play, orange or red or something like that.
Sure.
So.
Okay, fire truck's done. Fire penalties.
I get 1.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Not terrible.
Fire spreads. No spreading here. No spreading there. Just spreading here. So we're going to do spread here.
Yep.
That's it. Nope. And here. Okay.
So fire doesn't spread where we have our fire trucks. So these 2 tiles, that even though they have fire, our firefighters are keeping on top of that. But now we go into the lighting of new fires potential. None. Good. So on these cards in the top right corners of some of them is a little grid that matches these. And if any of those came out, we would roll a die to see where we might put some more fire. But thankfully, we didn't have to play any. Foundations of Rome's so fun. I got to play it at a con, and the guy I played it with had the what do you call it? The sun dipped or sun drop or something. It's it creates this beautiful kind of gradient on all the buildings and makes them look really aged. And yeah, it was epic. It was so fun.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to play this one because none of the good numbers are coming out. I'm playing a 2. But I'm playing it here in the river spot at Sabugal. So I get a Linksy for that. And then I'm going to move this Duber over here. Order of ops. Look at this. And I can place my Linksy. Yay! And get 3 points.
Nice. Which edition of the Foundations of Rome?
And then I'll take the 3.
Okay. Well, you might.
Well, if you bought it, second edition, Wim says.
Putting this 3 there. Getting 2 points.
Yeah, first edition or second edition? Did you play? Do you remember?
Oh, I didn't know there was a first and second edition of that. I don't know. I wonder what the difference is.
Yeah. We're getting close, everybody. We're getting close.
Okay. Fire truck.
Okay, so my fire truck's over there. It's not spreading is not going to be terrible for me.
Nope, where are you? This is more risky, probably.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go here with my fire truck, and I'm going to take out these 2.
Yep. And that's not a risk for me. That's not really a risk for me. And I'm on fire here, so I'm going to come hang out with you.
Wim says, nothing much, just a missing rule.
Ah.
Second edition came with a new expansion and solo rules. Well, Wim does... I think you enjoy solo play, right, Wim? You enjoy playing solo stuff?
So, no penalties that I see.
Nope.
And...
Fire spreads.
Fire spreads. So it'll spread here to these 2.
Just took those out. Good grief.
Did you play Foundations of Metropolis, that other version? I got to play it. I didn't care for it as much as Foundations of Rome. I feel like they scaled back some stuff that I really enjoyed in Foundations of Rome.
Okay.
That's all the spread?
Replenish.
Did this one spread?
That just from here.
Oh, just from that. Okay. No,
that one didn't because of fire trucks.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Roll
no.
it up.
Once in a while I do solo. Oh, okay. Okay.
Roll
the fire die.
We're gonna have some problems here.
5.
Okay, so 5s are all covered. The only number showing is a 1, but we have fire here, so we don't do the incremental thing. 5 is exposed there, and there's already fire burning.
So we don't do anything.
So we don't have to do anything there. 5
There's no
are not
5s.
exposed, but we already have fire on the board, so nothing to do.
Woohoo!
All right, we're good.
Thank goodness. Wim says he has not played the Metropolis one.
I don't like it as much as Rome. I think they were trying to simplify it. The cardboard pieces and everything were fine. Like, you know, it still has all that. It's the lower price point to get into it, but I felt like they pulled out some of the like goals to go for and all that kind of stuff, and it just
Didn't do it for you?
it didn't do it for me.
All right, I have 4 more.
I do as well. So we're close.
We're getting close.
I have no links.
Linksy.
All right, I'm gonna play a 1 with a doubler. I'm gonna turn in my axe.
What?
Looking for the doubler.
Oh.
And
Double.
play it here, and that doubles
4.
for 4.
Get yourself a 5er.
And then
Okay. Where am I going? All right, I'm gonna do dark 5. Play that here. That's 3 points.
it is a giant box.
Give me a 5. Turn those 2 in for a 10.
Yeah, I think I'd pull the trigger for 95 too. I think the guy told me he's got this
I got
Sundrop version or whatever, and I
2.
think he said that his was like 250 or
Oh
something
my
like that.
gosh.
But it's like epic and all kinds of cool stuff.
And I'm gonna do a fire break. Fire break.
Oh, so it has to be on the one. There can be no fire placed where we are at.
So fire break doesn't matter?
No. Wherever you want
On that tile, though.
on that tile. But it will not change anything. But did you get your 2 points?
Yes.
And your 3 points?
Yes.
Okay.
Take that one.
Ooh, we're gonna need some fire. Okay, where's my truck? Where am I on fire? Nowhere.
This guy is on fire. Thanks
Alright.
everybody for hanging out. I'm so glad.
I'm gonna hook you up, love.
We're
You've got a
playing
couple
this.
on fire, so I'm gonna come take care of this one.
Thank you.
And I'll take these 2 out
Thank you.
for 2 points. Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna go over here and help myself.
Yep.
I'm gonna take out these 2, even though they're gonna spread and come back.
Well, no, because your truck's there. So you're good.
All right. Fire penalties.
Nothing. None? We're good?
Good.
Okay.
Fire spreads.
Nothing here. This
Just
will
here.
spread.
Just 1.
Cool. We're getting
Okay.
this under control.
Yeah. Fire.
We are
fire.
gonna light some fire.
All right. So rolling the dice. We're a 2.
So there are no 2s exposed, but there is fire here, so we do nothing. There is no 2s exposed, but there is fire here, so we do nothing.
And there are 2s
There's
exposed.
a 2 there and down there, so we got a lot of fire going on over here.
Your truck's gonna be busy for a while in the Lynx Sanctuary.
Protect the cats. Okay,
Okay.
past that. 3 more turns.
Wait, we did these and then we did these. Oh, so we
It's
don't
the
do
same-
it double.
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
do it double.
Okay. Got it.
3 more turns.
Okay, I'm gonna do my one light one over here, but it's not the river, so I don't get a Lynxies. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this guy. Okay.
Okay, I'll play 4, and I will play it into this, so it can be any number.
Oh, that's your number thing. Got it.
Yep. So I will put it here. I'm going to leave that one there because I don't have a Lynx to play.
Okay.
And the axe.
All right, fire trucks. So I know my fire truck's there. I could just take out one, but that seems counterproductive. So
Yeah, you
I'll
can
just-
on the spot.
yeah, I'll just go over
No,
here.
do this. You're on fire over here.
Oh. Right. I'll do these 2. 2 points. Turn in my 3 and get a 5.
I'll come here and I'll take these 2 out.
Put my whoops. Put right there. Okay. Fire penalties. None yet.
None. We're good.
Fire spreadies.
It will. So roll it up.
Wait.
Across the middle again.
Wait. Fire spreadies, we do this first.
Oh, I'm sorry. So those 2. Nothing there because I'm there. Nothing there because you're there.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we
we're
do the roll it up.
Thank you. Order of ops.
5.
So everything here is covered, so nothing happens. We have a 5 here, but that's already on fire, so that's done. We have no exposed 5s here, but we have fire, so that's done.
Okay.
All right, 2 more turns.
We're breezing through it now. I like these quick turns, love. No
We'll play
AP
a
happening.
6.
Whoa, that just went dim.
Oh. Did this thing, the battery go dead?
Oh, did it power off?
Yeah, that one, the battery went dead.
Hopefully it didn't change too much. You can do the brightness on that other one.
We'll turn that one up a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Yes, these are rechargeable. We need to
Nice.
plug it back in.
Good to know.
So with my 6, I can get 2 points there. I can't do anything there. I could get 2 points here. Oh, I could do both those. Okay, so I'm going to go here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to move this one down here for 2 points.
Take a card.
Um. Oh, no, take the 4. Yeah, this might be getting to the point where we might think about chucking a tree. Oh, it is raining.
It's waning, everybody.
Desert rain. Might be a thunderstorm. So this is full. That's full.
This one's getting full.
So you can score points down here.
I know.
That would be 1 and then another row.
Yeah.
Can't do anything there. You can score points here.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that, even though I have my fire guy. Stinks. Just gives me a point.
It's a point, and then you go from the 6 to the 10, so it's 4 points for that as well.
Yeah. So, unfortunate, but trying to think of where it would be. Guess it's 6-1, really.
That's 5 up 1.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Wim says he loves thunderstorms. Yeah, being in the desert is kind of cool because you're like almost guaranteed to have lightning too, which is because it's so humid and whatever. 34 degrees today. Okay, that's Celsius. I have to look that up.
That's hot.
Hold on. Celsius to Fahrenheit. You said 34 today, Wim? Okay, that's 93 degrees Fahrenheit.
That is very hot.
Gross. Wear
Yeah,
your sunscreen. Please hydrate.
I watch cycling, and the Criterium de Dauphiné is going on right now, which is in France. And they're talking about how the riders are out there riding, and it's 32 degrees. And I looked it up, and it's like, that's 90.
Ugh.
I was like, oh.
It was like 15 last week. Oh, gosh. Okay. Definite swing. All right, my turn?
Yeah. So I moved the truck over there. You're losing one over here.
Okay. I'm going to go over here then. Keep taking these
And then they come right back.
thinking ones out.
What's your puppy head?
Okay. Fire trucks, fire penalties. No penalties. Fire spreads. That's not going to spread. This will spread.
Okay.
That's
That
not
doesn't
going to spread. Okay.
And this will be the last turn. And we have no fire. The light.
It will go down again on Saturday. Well, that's good.
Yeah, we were all 90s last weekend. So we sent our heat to you.
Yeah.
Because we're feeling better now. I think it was in the 70s today.
Mm-hmm. All right, so my final turn for the whole enchilada.
I do feel like 2 players with 18 turns is a little bit too much.
It's a little long, I will say. It's a little long. All right, so I'm going to play the 3. And I'm not going to play it there because it's already full, but I'm going to play it down here. And I'm not going to move so I can get my points.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a card. Just because I can.
And then... So I have a 4 of
Oh, we got a bike ride plan. Don't like to be over 20. Oh, man. Wait, are you gonna bike ride today? No, don't bike today, Wim.
So I'll play a 4 and I'll put it here. And where would that go? Cat. That would go up there. Okay. So one more time we do. So this will be the last round. We're both out of trees.
Okay.
So we do our fire trucks.
Okay, so I'm going to move over here so I get 2 points.
Okay. Nicely done. And I guess I'll just stay where I'm at and take out 1.
Okay. Oh, Saturday. Got
And
it. Okay.
then penalties, no penalties. And now we go into the end game.
And we fire spread?
No. In the last round, you don't.
Okay. Okay. End game. David, what do we do for end game?
All right. So your points are each of the individual games. We will do your watchtower location for how tall you built. And then
you should go
any
cycling
leftover axes.
5 in the morning, Wim. Ugh. I don't wake up before the sun.
Okay, so up here, this one's area majority. So whoever has the most trees gets 12. Second place gets 7.
That's you.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus Jess's 5. So I get 12, please. And Jess gets 7.
I get 7, 5, 6, 7. It's light outside. I get that. I get that.
It is that time of year. Over here, this one's about stringing trees together. So 4 trees is worth 22. Jess has 5, but that's still just worth 22. So 22 for both of us.
1, 2. And I get 10. Are we going to do our watchtowers at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then here you get 3 points for every row that you're in and 2 points for every column. I'm in all 3 rows for 9 plus 2 columns for 4 more. So I get 13.
Okay.
Here's 2. So I'll take 15, please.
Okay.
And then Jess is in 2 rows for 6 and 2 columns for 4 more for 10 points.
Okay.
Over here, this one at the end of the game is minus 2 points for any links that you did not rehome. I don't have any.
I don't have any either.
Okay, and then down here, you get points for how many rows of the 4 rows that you're in. We are both in 3 of the 4. So 10 points each.
Okay.
Oh, our other light just went out. We
Now
need
we
to know how
know.
long these last. We can plug them in as well, so we can run them off of power.
But it's all right because we're doing final scoring, so
Yeah.
you don't need to really see.
And then the last thing we score is for how tall our watchtowers are. So Jess built all 3 stages, so she gets 19 points for
Okay, I'm going
hers.
to turn in 1 for 20.
And then I built all 3. I get 15 for mine. Mine was worth less because I got this power that's pretty powerful. And then
We count them up.
Count them up. Oh, and any axes that you had are worth 1 point each at the end of the game if you didn't use them.
126.
132.
Wow, that's so close. GG's.
Nice.
GG's in the chat, everybody.
Very close.
GG's in the chat.
And that is Floresta by Arcane Wonders.
Nice. I'm going to go back up to the top. Lovely.
All right. Very fun. Played a little long, I think, at 2 player.
Yeah.
I'd probably say like, hey, let's just play to like maybe 15 trees or something like that. We
Okay.
could easily shorten the game just by
Sure.
taking out a few trees.
Yeah.
It does play to 18, but we could make that shorter. And I think
wanted-
15 might have probably been,
The sweet spot.
yeah, because everything's really filling up, so there's less and less to do.
And that was what, 6-point difference? That was really close.
Yeah, and when we played a 3-player game,
It was like that too.
2 players were tied, and then 1 player had 1 less.
Yeah.
The tiebreaker is whoever has the tower that gives the most points, which I had.
Yeah.
So I broke the tie by
Right.
having the more point-giving tower. But 3 of us within 1 point of each other. So it's a tight game. Like,
Yeah.
you really have to score your points. When I played it at PAX, the guy I played beat me pretty bad. Like, I think it was
No
140
question.
to 110 or something like that. So it was a pretty good beat.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's a lot of fun. It'll change, like, what's that? Like,
The variations of it.
yeah, it'll change every game. So
Yeah.
replayability is going to be very high.
Right.
Plays 2 to 4. I don't think there's a solo mode, but not that I saw.
Yeah. And it's good. It's a good challenge because it's somewhat solo, but it's also somewhat cooperative. And you're trying to figure out, like, where do you want to put your trees, but also be mindful of where the fire's spreading. So sometimes you might have to sacrifice where you put your trees in order for you to, like,
I could go here and score 4 points, but I'm going to have fire for who knows how many rounds. So how many points am I really going to get out of it? Yeah, you got to start thinking about that. And each of these tiles playing differently. And on the flip side, there's so much more to discover. So I can't wait to play this more.
Yeah. What do you all think? If you are interested in playing it too, let us know in the chat. Thanks again for Bree for hanging out and everybody that came. I'm so excited. Currently,
we're back, people. It's so good to see y'all.
We're gonna stick with the Thursday nights. I think that's gonna be good for us for the time being. If things open up and whatnots, because I'm currently still job searching. I had to quit the game store job just because we moved 3 hours away and it's difficult to try to navigate that. So I might come back for doing more streams during the week. It all just depends. But currently right now we're going to do just the Thursday evenings, the 2 players. Yeah, it's so good to see everybody. It was so nice to just have, like, everybody just jump in like there was no time lost.
Yeah.
So that was really sweet. Yeah, so, and let us know too if you want to do I'll probably sleep during the stream. That's fair, Wim. That's fair. It's really early for you in the morning. Unless you get up to do a bike ride, then, pop in and say hi. I know some of our European friends just pop in and they're like, I'm getting ready for work, and then they head out. So totally understand. You can always catch it on the VOD later. But yeah, we're back. We're so excited. Thanks everybody for being here. Thank you for playing with me, love.
Thank you for being my wife.
And until next time, friends, stay safe, enjoy your board games, be kind to one another, and we'll catch you on the next stream.
See you, folks.
Bye.